Welcome to the course of Organic Production and Certification. Here we are in the fourth part of the first lecture. In the next slide, I will try to remind you the title of the first lecture is Introduction to Organic Production. And in the next slide, I again will try to remind you the content of the lecture presented since the first part. The lecture content is a list of 5 issues, and today we'll deal with sustainable agriculture. Let's start with Brundtland's definition. What this definition says about sustainable. According to it, the sustainable development is development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. This definition from Our Common Future, known as the Brundtland definition, is the most frequently quoted one. This is the reason that I chose this definition to present to you in this part. Now let's come to the concept of sustainable agriculture. The sustainable agriculture is a relatively recent response to the decline in the quality of the natural resource base associated with modern agriculture. The term sustainable agriculture means an integrated system of plant and animal production practices having a site-specific application that will, over the long term, satisfy human food and fiber needs, enhance environmental quality, and the natural resource base upon which the agricultural economy depends. Make the most efficient use of non-renewable resources and on-farm resources, and integrate where appropriate natural biological cycles and controls. Sustain the economic viability of farm operations and enhance the quality of life for farmers and the society as a whole. So, these are purposes or the characteristics of sustainable agriculture. So, coming to this slide, we see one image where 3 circles intercross each other. These are in fact 3 pillars of sustainable agriculture. One is social, the other is economic, and another pillar of sustainable agriculture is the environmental issues. Be in harmony with the others and its characteristics to be in the framework of sustainable agriculture. For example, if we want to see what the social means or what are the social elements that makes the agriculture sustainable, there are gender balance, of dependence of the farmers, justice for them, added value, satisfy local needs, ensure food supply. Are dealing with economic pillar, we have to have less expenses. This means low investments, good and constant yields, added value, and farmers have or are economically viable. This means they earn well. They have good earns. If we consider the environmental pillar, then we go to the best use of local resources. It is recommended, or it is important to have ecosystem balance, for sure no pollution, to have high soil fertility, and linked with them good or high biodiversity or protection of biodiversity. People have to be, during the agricultural activities, friendly with animals during activities related to husbandry, and to ensure high quality products for themselves and for the consumers. So if we are focused to the environment, we consider that in the environment there is a problem of pollutants and wastes that they influence human health and ecosystem health. And the other problem that we have with the environment is resource use and resource depletion. Let's see further in details what I presented here. In this slide, we'll see further how the pollutants and waste influence the human health, ecosystem health, and how the resource use influence or impact the resource depletion. Relating the human health, pollutants and wastes are of the nature of respiratory organics, or they are carcinogens. Because of the pollutants, we can have particulates in the or particles in the air that from their sides creates problems in the respiration or climate change. The climate change from its side can influence the life of the people. We have radiation pollution, and because of these pollutants, we have ozone layer depletion that is linked again to the climate change. Regarding the influence or the impact of pollutants and waste in the ecosystem health, we can face the ecotoxicity from the pollutants in the ecosystems. We face acidification of the soil, we have eutrophication of the waters, and we have problems with the land use. Regarding the resource use and resource depletion, I can mention here different mineral resources that we use from the land, from the soil, and in undergrounds, especially the fossil fuels. Continue to speak about sustainable agriculture. I wanted to say here that sustainability in agriculture has to be considered as a part of sustainable development. So it is in the framework of sustainable development. The main focus for agriculture lies on the reduction or elimination of agrochemical inputs through changes in management to assure adequate plant nutrition, plant protection through organic nutrient sources and pest management. There are two philosophies that are very different from each other. The prevalent philosophy is that pest, nutrient deficiencies, or other factors are the cause of low productivity, as opposed to another point of view that says that pests or nutrients only become limiting if conditions in the agroecosystem are not in equilibrium. According to the last point of view, it is important to have a whole system approach to food, feed, and fiber production in order to balance environmental soundness, social equity, and economic viability among all sectors of the publics, including international and intergenerational peoples. Inherent to this definition is the idea that sustainability must be extended not only globally, but indefinitely in time, and to all living organisms, including humans. What I want to mean with this? I want to mean that sustainable agriculture, the modern concept of sustainable agriculture means that we have to focus to not one generation, but to everlast, to other generations. So the other generations of people, of humans, have to find the same conditions to produce their goods. Speaking about the environment and the sustainability related to the environmental issues, it is important for the health. Firstly, for the health of soil, plant, animals and humans. And in the previous slides, we mentioned how the environment can be a harm for the health of humans. When we speak or think about the environment, we think about biodiversity too. Biodiversity is important in the soil, plants, and animals. And speaking about economically profitable or viable, I wanted to repeat again what I said in the previous slides. We understand that agriculture production is done with lower costs, but having higher incomes and good and stable production. To have a good and stable production is important. And for sure, it is linked directly to the concept of sustainability. In this slide, you have two suitable links. These links will take you to the YouTube channel, and you will have the possibility to see two movies that speak about sustainability concepts. You cannot do click from this video, but attached to this video you will have the list of links that then you can use and go to see in the YouTube. So, till the next time, I wish you a good work. Have a nice time. See you. Bye bye. Till the next time, have a nice work. See you soon.